Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 25 of February 2024. Original date 30 of March 1998. Title is Make the Awareness of All Attainments Emerge. Experience your unshakable states and become liberated in life. Today, the Father, the bestower of fortune, is seeing his most elevated, fortunate children of the world. God Himself is singing praise of the fortune of each child. Souls anyway sing praise of the Father all the time, but the Father Himself is now praising you, children. Did you ever think, even in your dreams, that your fortune could be so elevated? However, it was already created. Although people of the world say that God created them, they neither know God nor His creation. Each of you fortunate children says from experience and with spiritual pride that you are Brahma Kumars and Brahma Kumaris who belong to the clan of Shiva. We know how Bapdada has created us. Whether you are a small child or a mature Pandav or Shakti, if anyone asks you who your father is, what would you reply? You would say with pride that you were created by Father Shiva through Father Brahma and that this is why you are God's children. You meet God directly. Not only do you say that He is God and your Father, but that He is your Father, Teacher and Sadguru. Do all of you have this intoxication? Brackets, everyone clapped. Now clap with just one hand. Now this exercise has to be taught to the older ones too. Seeing the children happy, Bapdada also swings in happiness and constantly says, Wah! Each and every elevated, fortunate and special soul of mine. From the form of the Father, you experience godly sustenance. This godly sustenance is received just once throughout the whole cycle in this Brahman life, through which souls experience being embodiments of all attainments. God's love enables you to experience all relationships. God's love enables you to forget the consciousness of your bodies. As well as this, it also makes you forget all selfish love. You are such fortunate souls that you are being sustained by God with His love. You souls are so fortunate that the Father Himself leaves His home and comes to teach you godly students. Have you ever before seen such a teacher who comes from a faraway land to teach you every morning? Have you ever seen such a teacher? However, the Father becomes the teacher and comes to teach you every morning, and what He teaches you is so easy. It is the study of just 2 words, you and Baba. Call it the knowledge of the cycle, the drama and the cycle tree. All the knowledge is merged in just these 2 words. In other studies, you have such a huge burden on your brain. Whereas with the Father's teachings, your brain becomes light. The sign of something being light is that it flies high. Anything light always remains above. So through this study, your mind and intellect experience the ascending stage. So your head has become light, has it not? You receive the knowledge of all 3 worlds. Throughout the whole cycle, has anyone else studied such a study? Did you ever find such a teacher before? So this is fortune, is it not? Then from the Sadguru you receive such Srimad, brackets elevated directions, that your questions of what should I do, how can I continue, should I do this or not, what will happen, etc. all finish. What should I do, how can I do it, should I do this or not? The answer to all these questions is just found in the one expression. Follow the Father. For your practical actions in the corporeal form, follow Father Brahma. In your incorporeal stage, in becoming bodiless, follow Father Shiva. To follow both Bap and Dada means to finish all questions and to follow Srimad. Is this difficult? Is there any need to ask anything? You just have to copy. Don't use your own head. To become equal to the Father means to follow the Father. Is this easy or difficult? It's easy, is it not? Those who have been with Baba for 30 years or more, raise your hands. Acha, did you find it difficult in these 30 years or was it easy? Now just look, even those who have been with Baba for 30 years found it easy. Therefore, is it easy or difficult for those who have come later? Is it easy? Brackets, because the weather was very hot, everyone was given colorful fans. It is good. The color and splendor of the fans are very beautiful. Brackets, all waved their hands. This scene is very good. There has to be some newness. So this is the newness of this group. This is also being recorded on the TV. It is good that all of you have come running and arrived here. Bap Dada congratulates you with love. How many blessings do limited gurus give? 1 to 10. No more than that. However, you receive blessings from the Sadguru every day. Have you ever seen such a guru? You haven't, have you? Only you have seen such a guru and you have seen him cycle after cycle, so constantly keep the attainment of your fortune in front of you. Do not just keep it merged in your intellect, but let it emerge. Transform your sanskars of keeping everything merged and let this emerge. Keep the list of your attainments immersed in your intellect. When the list of attainments has emerged, no type of obstacle can attack you. All obstacles will simply become merged and your attainments will remain immersed. When Bap Dada hears that some children for one reason or another are laboring hard or battling or are trying to have yoga but unable to do so, that instead of becoming soul conscious, they become body conscious. Bap Dada does not like it. What is the reason for this? You do not keep the attainments of your fortune immersed in your awareness. They remain merged. Then when someone reminds you of them, you begin to think that it should be constantly like this. Therefore, the effort is very easy. Let your attainments remain immersed. Keep your fortune in your awareness from the moment you became a Brahmin. Do not fluctuate, remain unshakable. Because what is your memorial in Mount Abu? Is it Achal Ghar brackets home of stability or Halchal Ghar brackets home of fluctuation? What is it? It is Achal Ghar, is it not? Whose memorial is it? It is your memorial, is it not? When you find the path of subtle effort to be difficult, or when your intellect fluctuates a great deal, bring your memorial to your awareness. Very often you children speak points of knowledge. I am a soul. This is the drama. This is just an obstacle. It is just a side scene. Even though you continue to speak knowledge in this way, you also fluctuate at the same time. You fluctuate and speak knowledge at the same time. When your intellect becomes such that you are unable to become unshakable, then remember Achal Ghar of Madhuban. That is a physical thing. It is not subtle. It is something that can be seen with your eyes. Remember, my memorial is Achal Ghar, not Halchal Ghar. Because Bap Dada wants to celebrate this year as the year of liberation for all of you children. It should not be that when you are asked to raise your hands, some of you raise your hands and others do not. No, everyone should clap with great happiness. Brackets all begin to clap. Okay, you have now clapped and so it's okay now. But Bap Dada wants to see you clap just as loudly at the end of this year. You have clapped now and that is fine. but also clap at that time. Look, you pleased Baba by clapping with both hands. But in the new year, on the 80th of January, will you clap then? The day when Brahma Baba became free from his body. So on the 80th January, Bapdada will make you raise your hands. Again, as to whether you celebrated the year of liberation or whether you just thought about it. You haven't just kept thinking that you have to celebrate it, have you? Have you put it into the practical form? Or while thinking about it, will you still keep thinking about it till the end? Bapdada wants to see the result. Will you show this result? Acha, you will remember, will you not? Keep your attainments in front of you. Together with having remembrance of the Father, also allow what the Father has given you to emerge. What He has made you and what you have received. After this year, Bapdada will see each of your children in the stage of liberation in life. In the future, you will be liberated in life, but you have to let the sanskars of liberation in life emerge from now. Bring into your experience the sanskars of a constant karma yogi, a constantly easy yogi, and a constantly liberated soul from now on. Why? Bapdada has already signaled that the transformation of time is waiting for you, world transformer souls. The elements are invoking you, souls, who are masters of the element and holding a garland of victory for you. Time is holding the bell of victory and looking at you, future world sovereign souls, to see when the bell should be chimed. Devotee souls are also constantly waiting for the day when their worthy of worship deity souls will become pleased with them and grant them the blessing of liberation. Unhappy souls are calling out and wondering when the souls who are the removers of their sorrow and are the bestowers of happiness will be revealed. All of them are waiting for and invoking all of you. Therefore, O merciful world benefactor souls, put an end to their waiting. All of them are waiting for you. When all of you become liberated, all souls, the elements, and the devotees will then become liberated. So become liberated, become master bestowers, and donate liberation. Now become souls who wear the crown of responsibility for world transformation. You are responsible, are you not? You are the Father's helpers. Do you not feel mercy? Can you not feel their waves of sorrow in your hearts? O world transformer souls, now celebrate the coronation of your responsibility. Bapdada told you earlier too that even if you have to face an obstacle greater than 100 Himalayas, you will not step away from them. You will not be defeated. You will definitely celebrate the coronation and the year of liberation. Bapdada will look at your chart daily. It should not be that as soon as you leave here, you say in the train, I don't know what happened, or that as soon as you return home, the fighting between storks and swans begins. Do not say that this or that just happened. Baba will no longer listen to any of that. Baba will put your letters in the waste paper basket. Baba will hear none of this. Have the determined thought, it has to happen. Where there is determination, it is impossible for you not to have success. So, all of you have determination, do you not? Teachers, raise your hands. There are many teachers. Have you all left your centers empty? Look, Baba would like to give you some good news. Bapdada saw and also heard just now that all the Madhuban residents have kept a very good aim for their transformation. Of course, Baba will look at their qualifications too. They have also written about the transformation that has taken place in themselves. Bapdada is pleased that the transformation that has begun to take place will continue. All of them have shown very good zeal and enthusiasm in their determination. At the moment, it is just on paper. However, at least the first step of putting it on paper has been taken. So Bap Dada is pleased. Why? Because the Madhuban residents are Arjunas for the whole world. Madhuban residents are the instruments. The second number are the instrument teachers from this land and abroad. Then all the Brahmin souls of the entire family are totally cooperative. Bap Dada will look at the map of the Madhuban residents to see whether they are totally transformed. There must be very few who have come from Madhuban. Many have not even written anything. Very few of those who sit at the front have written. They have been too busy. However, when you are given a task, you also accumulate marks in actually writing that. If you do not write it, then you do not gain extra marks, and so you cause yourself a loss. Whatever directions you receive, even if the instrument souls, the dadis, give them to you, they are given directly by the Father. It is very essential to give them that regard. You must not make excuses about this, nor must you be careless. Bap Dada is telling you for the future that if you don't do this, you will not accumulate marks for it. Therefore, to give importance to this is to become great. Do not become loose in anything. Acha, what would you then say to this? You children are very clever. You would say Bap Dada knows everything. Anyway, although he does know everything, why should he tell you to do this? Even though he does know everything, he has told you to do this, has he not? So you shouldn't free yourself from this just like that. There are many such small tasks in which you can accumulate extra marks by saying Hanji. There are such students who should be moving ahead with great zeal and enthusiasm, but because of their past sanskars, one or another very subtle golden thread or another doesn't allow them to move forward. They even understand that this subtle thread still remains in them. But one can only say, but however, there are such effort makers who can even claim extra marks for just saying Haji, for small common things. It is possible to accumulate a few marks in each of these little things and thereby move forward a great deal. Bap Dada has seen such examples. Therefore, the easy way to continue to accumulate marks is by saying Haji for small things. Do not cut your marks, but accumulate them. Bap Dada saw that the majority has shown very good zeal and enthusiasm. This is why Bap Dada especially congratulates those Madhuban residents who say Hanji with determination. Baba also gives them love and remembrance. Baba gives them 100,000 times love and remembrance. Why? Madhuban is a palace of mirrors that reveals Bap Dada's form. So Baba is happy about one thing. Now whatever you have written down has to be put into practice. Is this okay? Acha, congratulations. If all of you were suddenly given a direction to become bodiless right now, would you be able to become that? Or would there be some upheaval? Why? This practice of the last moment will make you pass with honors. So now Bap Dada is saying that you have to step away from everything in a second and become bodiless. Brackets Baba conducted drill. Acha, to the extremely fortunate souls everywhere, to the souls who have a right to godly sustenance, to those who have a right to the teachings of God, to those who have a right to blessings from God, the Sadguru, to those who constantly claim success by having determination, to those who are constant and unshakable yogis, to those who bear the crown of responsibility for world transformation, to those who constantly experience all attainments, immersed in them, such special souls, Bap Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. Now, Madhuban residents claim number one in the year of liberation. Is this okay? Is it possible or is it difficult? Brackets Hanji. In that case, Bap Dada will give those from Madhuban a golden badge. Everyone else has received a badge, but those from Madhuban have to receive it yet. Madhuban residents will receive a prize for the year of liberation. Acha, you will be given a badge. It is good. Acha, blessing, may you make the one father your world in Brahmin life and become a natural and easy yogi. All of your children in Brahmin life have promised to belong to the one father and none other. When the father is your world, when there is no one else, you will then constantly have a natural and easy yogi stage. If there is anyone else, you would have to make effort. Let your intellect not wander anywhere, but let it remain here. If the one father is your everything, your intellect cannot go anywhere else. In this way, you can easily become an easy yogi and one who easily has a right to self sovereignty. A constant and stable sign of spirituality is on your face. Slogan: to become Avyakt and bodiless like the Father is the practical proof of Avyakt sustenance. Om Shanti.